What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the Ad Podcast. We are here at the Braze Cabana on day one of the Cannes Lions, and we have Spencer Burke, the SVP of Growth, here to tell us a little bit of the latest and greatest with Braze. So, how's it going, buddy?
It's going great. Thanks for having me, Dylan. Beautiful scenery here in Cannes this week. Great way to get things going.
Yeah, for sure. So, for those that might not be familiar, tell people a little bit about what Braze does and where it sits in the marketplace.
Sure. Braze is a customer engagement platform. We work with some of the world's largest brands, helping them send better customer communications, building great customer experiences on things like email, push, WhatsApp, SMS, and we do a lot of that with the power of AI too.
Nice. Not many people take Cannes and make it a campaignable moment. I was walking by the main palais where you guys have a huge piece of real estate right on the front of the building, offering us weary coach travelers a upgraded situation going home. I definitely scanned the QR code and gave my information much willingly. But I think a lot of people forget that this is a moment to actually be creative with B2B. Lots of brands showing up, spending lots of money, activations, getting great speakers, but they don't think about what's the campaignable moment to attract people. You got 54,000 registered attendees and then a whole ecosystem of people around the main festival. Be curious, the insight that you guys came up with in generating that campaign, and how's it going? Did you guys have early results on how many people hit that QR code yet?
I'm glad you saw it. It means the campaign's working. I'm going to ask you what your answer is, though.
Yeah, I got to interview your chief creative solutions officer. I might be getting the title wrong, but last year. And I was a fractional CMO at a company where we use Braze. So I know that it's a great platform to basically stay in contact with your customers through the own channels, the channels that you actually own the relationship with. So thinking about email, SMS, but there's probably channels that are, your website, but things have probably even evolved since I talked to you guys last year.
Yeah, constantly evolving. I think for us, we've tried to find our place at Cannes. As you know, there's some amazing brands, agencies, technology companies that show up here. And one of the things we've tried to do is we got to stand out. We're marketing to marketers and we're a marketing technology company.
Yeah, the most critical marketers in the world, right? Because marketing in general, everybody has an opinion because everybody has an eyeball and everybody's exposed to thousands of marketing each day. But when you come to an industry where you're here celebrating the best marketing, it's actually very brazen, if you will, no pun intended,
I'll take it.
to actually turn Cannes into a campaignable moment, because if it's not good, it could, land on its face and people might think it's corny, and there's definitely bad execution. So
yeah, we stepped it up this year. We've done the billboard on the Palais for a few years now.
Okay.
This year we have a new leader for our brand team, and he wanted to take a little bit of a risk, and so we put together this campaign that looks like an airline ticket and offers, if you can fill out a form on a QR code and give an answer for what Braze is, wrong answers only, then you can get a voucher. We're giving away $5,000 every day.
Wow, that's so cool.
And so we want to see first what people have to say about Braze, give us a chance to tell them who we are, even with their wrong answer, and then give them something in return. So we went bigger. So far, we're getting great engagement. And because it's Cannes, we're getting CMOs, SVPs of marketing, senior leaders engaging with an out-of-home placement is incredible.
Yeah, I mean, those people might not stop up through your booth. They might not have an opportunity to meet with you, but at least they're having a meaningful engagement with your brand, and that's a great follow-up opportunity.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you guys are good at staying in touch with people, I heard.
We try our best. We use Braze at Braze. We have a whole team that's using our own product. Exactly. I was on a panel this morning, and it was drink your own champagne was that's cool. I think appropriate for Cannes.
Yeah, it's like companies that are using their own platforms to market, essentially. I love that. It's really smart. Something else that I was thinking about that, the idea of the campaign, putting in, tell me what Braze does, but with a wrong answer, kind of like the tongue-in-cheek component of that. It reminds me a lot of did you ever see there's been a lot of companies that have done it, but the one that stands out to me is the national parks did a campaign where they put their worst Yelp reviews in
I didn't see that one.
and it was like Grand Canyon, big hole in the ground, you know, like stuff like that. But I imagine you guys will probably get some really funny answers, and those could be turned into follow-up campaigns, right?
Exactly.
Like they could be turned into ads, or you know, it's
that's
you know,
part of it,
you could award the winners of the worst answer and all these things. So it's a fun engagement, but it's like a cool like crowdsourcing of creative ideas too.
Yeah, I think that's part of the game right now.
Yeah.
Is how do you not just have these campaigns live in isolation, but it becomes part of the content life cycle. And so at the end of September, we have our big customer conference. And
Nice.
we've been thinking like, how do we pull that thread
Yeah,
through? Maybe show
that's
some of
fun.
the funnier answers. We'll have some video and creative
Bring
shot
some
here too.
people.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. All right, so let's talk about Braze. So, what's new in the last year since I interviewed you guys last camp? What were the major product updates? I imagine AI and agentic and all the things are probably top of tongue, but I'd be curious, you know, how are you guys thinking about AI?
How'd you know it was AI? Absolutely. I've been at Braze 15 years. I'll be 15 years in September.
Wow, nice run.
Thanks. I've been blown away by our product velocity right now. I mean, I remember back in the day when you're tiny and scrappy, it always feels like things are moving at light speed. But with not just the AI product we're making, but how our teams, especially engineering teams, are using AI right now, we're shipping great product faster.
Yeah.
And I'm excited because I think marketers have a huge appetite for AI. Often it's because they've got a CEO, CMO, maybe a board member that's tapping on their shoulder,
Everybody wants to know what the AI strategy is, what's
Exactly.
the AI adoption, and where's it being deployed across the org in meaningful ways, not just, you know, testing and innovation and buzzwords.
You've heard it. And I love what we do because I think marketers thrive in disruption. Like some of the best marketing happens on new platforms. When Braze was born in 2011, that was just as mobile was taking off. And so all these marketers that had nailed social, they got their Facebook page, they had social media managers in the late 2000s, they get mobile thrown in their laps. And that's part of our DNA is reacting, being part of the marketing experience when marketing is changing. And I'm feeling that so much right now. And so we've released some product. One's called Operator, that's in product, not just an assistant, but you can talk to it. It can help with strategy, but it also knows Braze really well. It knows your instance of Braze. So what data do you have? What campaigns and journeys do you have set up? It helps marketers move faster, do better work. Some of the things that felt really complex before feel easy because you can prompt for it. We have a product called Agent Console, which lets marketers use LLMs as part of their customer journey.
Interesting.
So we have some cool use cases and case studies where marketers are doing translations with LLMs, they're doing recommendations, but taking it to the next level. Because look, everyone's been doing recommendation engines for the past 10 years, but a lot of times it was, okay, I've got 4 slots, and I'm going to put 4 product images or 4 hotel recommendations. And now with LLMs, some of the things they're doing is making product comparisons, synthesizing all the data. And so we did this case study with a hotel booking app called Days that's actually based here in France. And they wanted to try to tease out and do the copywriting. So if I'm looking at maybe one hotel that's in an urban area, maybe one that's outside of the city with a spa, to use LLM to do automated copywriting, to actually talk about the differences.
What's the difference and why?
So we noticed you're looking
cool.
for this, maybe you're thinking about a spa here.
Yeah.
And so I think this kind of personalization that marketers always wanted to do, but it felt like the plumbing and the tech wasn't there. We're starting to see people do.
That's interesting. And when you say being able to port in LLMs, is it agnostic? Are you guys agnostic to which ones?
Yep, we have some customers can use out of the box with Gemini. Customers can also bring their own, so hook up their own Claude or ChatGPT or Gemini. And I think that's really big right now because everyone's thinking about governance and privacy.
Yeah.
And so offering that, we feel helps marketers be better partners with their IT teams and their CIO.
Yeah, awesome, man. Well, love what you guys are doing. Appreciate you spending a little bit of time with the audience today. If folks want to learn more, stay in touch, or reach out to Braze or connect with you individually, where do you want to send them?
Yep, go to Braze.com. If you're a customer, if you really want to learn more about Braze, come join us at the end of September at our conference, Forge. It's in Las Vegas. It's
nice.
bigger, better than ever.
Well, maybe we'll get a chance to cover
You
it.
should come, yeah.
Let's do it. Thanks, buddy.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Appreciate you. Cheers.
On YouTube, finding the right audience to build a media plan requires hours of research. And optimizing campaigns is time-consuming and a bit of a guessing game. That's why we built technology to do it for you. Strike Social.